What's up everyone, it's your boy Namejamie and welcome to another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing a free-to-play woodcutting guide for all those new members who are coming to the game after Oldschool's release on the Steam store a few weeks ago. Now, in this video, I will be explaining everything you need to know about free-to-play woodcutting, from the gear you're going to be using, to locations you're going to be traveling to XP rates, fastest routes, alternative routes, and profitable routes to 99 woodcutting. Now, before we start the rest of the video, remember that if this guide helps you out, to make sure you go down below the video and hit the like and subscribe button. Only 5% of my viewers end up subscribing, and I do put a lot of effort into these videos, so if you enjoy them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, to start, I want to go over the gear used in free-to-play woodcutting. In free-to-play woodcutting, the only item you'll really need to worry about is the woodcutting axe you're going to be using to cut trees. These axes range from bronze to rune, and generally the rule of thumb is to always use the best axe you can in order to save time. I'm going to go ahead and put up every axe on screen now, as well as their item level requirement and current GP price, so you can go ahead and check those out. Now, one optional piece of gear to carry around with you during your woodcutting journey that I want to mention is a tinderbox. Because a lot of players who are interested in only the fastest route to 99 will go ahead and drop their logs after cutting them. But some people like to carry around a tinderbox and burn their logs after they're done cutting them, knocking out 99 fire making during the 99 woodcutting process, essentially killing two birds with one stone. Now, personally, I don't really have a favorite method, so I go ahead and suggest you try both options and see which one is best for you. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and move on and start talking about the leveling up process. You're going to want to start by going ahead and cutting regular trees. You're going to do this from levels 1 to 15, and during this process, you should be using the iron axe to start, the steel axe at level 6, and the black axe at level 11. During this process, you should be getting around 5 to 10k XP an hour, and since you need almost 100 logs or roughly 2,500 experience, this process should take you around 20 to 30 minutes to complete. Now, this process will net you 0 GP because regular logs are only worth a few coins each, but make sure you burn these logs or go ahead and drop them, the choice is yours. You can cut regular logs really anywhere around Runescape, but personally I like to cut them here behind Lumbridge Castle because there are plenty of trees and it's pretty close to our next woodcutting spot. Now, after you are at level 15, you're going to want to switch over to oak trees. You're going to want to do this from levels 15 to 30, and during this process you should be using the black axe to start and upgrading to the mithril axe at level 21. You should be getting around 8 to 13k XP an hour depending on your level, and since you will need roughly 300 logs or 11,000 XP, this process should take around 40 to 50 minutes to complete. Now, like the prior section, this process will net you 0 GP because oak logs are not worth very much, so again, I suggest burning them or dropping them after you're done cutting them. Now, oak logs are usually cut southwest of the Varrock West Bank, which is here on screen, but personally I like to cut them here behind the Lumbridge General Store, since it's right next to our last woodcutting spot. Now, after you are level 30, it is time to switch over to the best free-to-play woodcutting method there is, and that is willow trees. You're going to want to do this from levels 30 to 99, especially if you're interested in the best XP rates. During this process, you should start with the mithril axe and upgrade to the adamant axe at level 31, finally followed by the rune axe at level 41. You should be getting around roughly 20 to 60k XP an hour based on your level, and since you will need almost 200,000 logs or roughly 13 million XP, this process should take around 275 to 400 hours to complete, varying widely depending on your efficiency. Now, personally, I think the best spot to cut willows in free-to-play is here in Draenor, since there are around 4 different willow trees to choose from, and a bank only a few steps away. And since this bank is so close, unlike the other woodcutting spots, you can go ahead and bank all the logs after you're done cutting them. If you do this all the way to 99, you will make around 3 million GP profit, or you can go ahead and burn all those logs and get 99 fire making. but either way, that will wrap up the fastest route to 99. So next, I'd like to talk about the best alternative AFK route in my opinion, and that is maple trees. You are going to want to cut maple trees from level 45 to 99, and during this process, you should be using the rune axe the entire time. Now, maples are around 20 to 30% slower XP wise compared to willows, but are much more AFK. While doing maples, you should get around 20 to 40k XP an hour based on your level, and since you will need roughly 130,000 logs, or roughly 13 million XP, this process should take around 400 to 450 hours to complete. Now, the best place and only free-to-play place to cut these logs is at Corsair's Cove resource area, and in order to enter this area, you will have to have completed the quest Dragon Slayer 1 and the Corsair's Curse, so make sure to get those done if you're going to choose this method. Now, since this area is not near any bank, you will be netting 0 GP, but you will be burning all these logs, taking you to 99 fire making, so there is that. Now, if this method or any of the prior ones do not sound appealing due to the lack of GP being made, we're going to go ahead and finish this video off with the final free-to-play woodcutting method, which does make you a decent amount of GP all the way to 99, and that is going to be yew trees. You're going to want to cut yew trees from level 60 to 99 if you decide to go this route. You're going to be using a rune axe the entire time, and while cutting yew trees, you should be getting around 30 to 40k XP an hour based on your level. Now, since you will need roughly 72 to 73,000 logs, or almost 12.5 million XP, this process should take around 350 hours to complete. Now, the best spot by far for cutting yew trees in my opinion is near Edgeville Bank, since it offers 2 trees in a very close banking spot. And since you will be banking all these logs, you will be making a total profit of around 16 million GP during this process, which is significantly more than any other method. I remember when Oldschool Runescape first came out, this was the method I used to get all the way to 99. So I do highly recommend it, especially if you have a second monitor to watch TV on. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up today's guide. Let me know what you think you'll be doing for your 99 method down in the comment section below, and also feel free to join the Discord in the description down there if you have any questions. And remember, my name is Jamie, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace! I do it for the